Formerly from Saskatchewan, Chris Murphy is now a Toronto-based lawyer representing the Boushie family. He's been in North Battleford for this week's preliminary hearing. Chris joins me now just outside the courthouse in North Battleford. Chris, when we talked last week, you said you felt there would be enough evidence to send this case to trial, so today's decision must not come as a surprise to you.
No, it doesn't come as a surprise at all. His Honor committed Gerald Stanley to stand trial in the Court of Queen's Bench for second-degree murder today, and I think that obviously that there was plenty of evidence for him to make that conclusion.
What was it like to be in the courtroom for this hearing over the course of the week, considering the racial tension that has surrounded this case since it started last summer?
Well, Monday was a very difficult day for the family, especially in the morning, just the way that the evidence came out, and very emotional for the family on Monday, and the emotions carried through the week. And today there was a gathering before court started, and I think it was just a very good way to conclude the week just with regards to the community coming together and just asking for there to be justice in this case. Regardless of what the verdict's going to be, that's what the feeling and the vibe was today, that everybody here just wants there to be justice done at the end of the day, regardless of the verdict.
Was there any interaction between those people who were there to support the accused, Mr. Stanley, and those there to support the memory of Colten Boushie?
I mean, certainly nothing volatile. I don't know whether or not there was any interaction, but it was a very, very peaceful gathering today. And certainly, like I say, the feeling here was one of support.
Were there any surprises in your view this week?
Well, we're not really entitled to comment on the evidence per se, but I think that once the trial commences, that some people will be surprised. I guess that's probably as far as I could go.
Understandably.
And yeah, and again, I think that when people observe ultimately the trial, they're going to have a very good understanding of what's alleged to have occurred on August the 9th, 2016.
Why did you decide that you'd like to take this case?
Well, my practice in Ontario is about half legal aid, half paying clients, and many of the clients that I've got suffer from mental illness and are people that are in need of help, and that's not the case obviously with the family here, but there are similar sort of issues at play in Saskatchewan, in the justice system in Saskatchewan, and I'm not talking about this case specifically, but as everyone is aware, the statistics are overwhelming that there's a disproportionate number of Indigenous people who are arrested and who are jailed in Saskatchewan. And again, not commenting on this case specifically, but there is a lot of work to be done in Saskatchewan to make sure that the Indigenous population is treated the same way as the non-Indigenous population. And so that's really the reason why I was so interested in taking on this case, but also, of course, being able to assist the Boushie family get through and navigate this system.
What happens next, Chris?
So the matter has been remanded to the Court of Queen's Bench, and there will be an appearance at the Court of Queen's Bench in Battleford, and the parties will determine how long the trial will be set for. Some people are saying that the trial could happen as early as the fall of 2017. So it's expected, absent something extraordinary, that there will be a trial. Mr. Stanley will stand trial on the charge of second-degree murder, and it may take place this fall.
Thanks for your time today, Chris. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jill.